So there's a key question of self-assessment, and it's this. Does everything that we do really make us successful? Welcome to Why People Hate Work, where we look at the opportunities that we all have to make the workplace a more enjoyable place for all. Today we have a guest appearance. This is Gunther, our rescue puppy, who after having lost 30 pounds now is a comparatively svelte 135. Of course, Gunther is the biggest snuggler that there ever was. He sleeps in our king-size bed, leaving me approximately 8 inches of bed on which to sleep at night. Also, being a mastiff, Gunther considers it his job to protect the family and the domain. And in this regard, Gunther might, let's say, over-index a little bit. This is a story of 1 a.m. one evening when we're all sound asleep, where all of a sudden fire truck pulls up into our front yard so they can address a neighborhood emergency. Gunther is alarmed, and much like Superman jumping into a phone booth, Gunther leaps into action, jumps off the bed, runs to the window, and barks and barks. And barks. And barks and barks. After about 45 minutes of such racket, the fire department packs it in, fire truck leaves, Gunther issues a few final warning barks, and then turns his tail and trots back to his place on the king-size bed, very much convinced that he has done a terrific job, because he believes he drove the fire truck away. We can probably all see that the fire truck leaving had nothing to do with Gunther whatsoever. But from Gunther's point of view, his innate guard dog abilities, that incessant barking, is what made him very successful. In fact, it had nothing to do with Gunther at all. So here's the setup. Most of us are reasonably successful. We have this amazing inventory of behaviors and skills and attitudes that all contribute to who we are at work. So when we successfully complete a project, we believe that everything that we did is what made us successful, when in fact, it may not be everything. There may be an opportunity to edit some of those behaviors so that we actually are happier at work and we get along better with others. So let's look at the worry cycle. I have worked with tremendous professionals who know the business so well, and they worry a lot. They know every little detail. They obsess over every little detail. They obsess over every little detail again. And in the process of completing a successful project, they make themselves anxious and they make themselves unhappy because, frankly, they're just worrying too much. And the impact on the team is that the team starts to embed that worry into their work as well. Are they successful? Yes. Can they get there without worrying so much? Yep, I believe that they can. And the workplace then would be a happier place for them and the remainder of the team. And then there's the control cycle. We have all seen this individual. They are tremendously successful. They understand the business so well. They know every little detail. And they insist that they are absolutely right. They obsess over every little detail. It has to be their way or the highway. And in that process, they mentally wrap themselves around a pole and exclude everybody else who has valuable input to the project. Could they still be successful and pull back the control a little bit? Yep, I bet they can. For our own happiness, for the happiness of those that surround us, a little self-evaluation is always a good thing. Does everything that we do really contribute to our success? Or are there things that we could pull back on, or add, or edit, so that we're actually happier with our own work result, and those that surround us are actually in a much better place? Think of this as an exercise in skill set housekeeping. You know, much like when we finally decide to clean out the closet or the basement or the garage, and you pick up an item and go, I haven't used this in a very long time, or I'm never going to use this, or It's just getting in the way. And we make a decision to get rid of that item so that we have more space to grow. Same thing is true at work. There may be things that we decide to just get rid of so that ourselves and others have more room to grow. So if you have comments, please drop them below. And if you like this, like it by hitting that button and please subscribe. Thank you.